I'm Gail Fatisi. I'm your HCAR 2020 president, and I'm here to introduce and then Lata, our former creative director of Bloomberg TV, who helps clients worldwide project a compelling and authentic image on TV and in other live settings and teleconferences. And don't we all need that these days? Dor attained international recognition as a master image consultant and has advised on the on-camera images of Michael Bloomberg, Warren Buffett, Linda Evans, and many other celebrities.
This is the new world. The world is changing around us, and we are quickly changing with this world. A few years ago, we only had a few of us doing Skype. It was pretty advanced. Now look around and think, how many times a day do you do your Zoom meetings? A few times a day. And what does it tell you? Well, what makes your presence, basically? Did you ever think about what comes before you go on the other side on that camera when person on the other side of camera is watching you? Think about this as if a Broadway show. When you go to see a Broadway show, whenever we'll have a chance to see it again, think about the actors performing, singing, dancing, but nobody thinks about the whole crew behind scene, backstage, who prop those beautiful performances to look so beautiful, so vibrant. All makeup teams, hairstylists, wig stylists and designers, costume designers, choreographers, musicians. Think about yourself as if one woman, one man orchestra these days, because you are on stage when you are in the front of your computer. Your computer and your office is your new stage. So this is your stage, you are performing, you are your own anchor. Therefore, I would love to help you, to give you a few tips how to prep yourself to become your very own anchor. So tip number one, obviously, by Forbes.com, successful brand communication is 3% verbal and 90% nonverbal. This is huge percentage there. So think about how to make your professional image on camera most presentable. Well, there are a few tips for ladies and for gentlemen. Ladies, create your own Cleopatra. And for gentlemen, create your own Julius Caesar. Think about signature looks. What is your signature look to stand out? Could be your shirt. Like mine, Stacy mentioned before, we have our signature colors. This is mine. I love coral because it goes very nicely with my skin tone. I have warm skin tone, more warm neutral. Always think about what colors go with your skin complexion and your skin, because that determines what actually looks good on camera for you. So giving you those kind of tips, preparing yourself with 5 outfits, which would actually be your 5 best colors on camera, would be the best way to do it and the best way to go. Just think about preparing your backstage before you go and you perform on your stage at home, your home stage, your home studio. Establish your morning routine. And I've seen people going crazy in the mornings and hectic and on Zoom being, oh my God, I don't like what I'm wearing. I wish I could have thought about it. I wish I would have seen myself before. So practice, ladies and gentlemen, practice, rehearse, put few outfits and look at yourself in the mirror. Take a selfie. Selfies are the best. That's my tip number 1. Take a selfie, look at yourself and judge, or ask your husband or wife or your kids, like, what do you think about this look? How do I look? How do I look today? Is it good? And this preparation gives you ahead of time and peace of mind, so you don't stress out in the morning. Morning routine is a crucial thing. So prepare just for success. This is my favorite topic because 5 outfits during the weekend are from Monday to Friday when you have your Zooms would be the best way to go. Don't repeat colors in the time. Colors, when you pick them, when they pop on camera, they make you happy too. I see Sherry is wearing beautiful purple. I love this color on her. I see Stacy's wearing beautiful blue, navy bluish with a V-neck, awesome colors for their skin tone. So think about your skin tone and what goes well with your complexion. Wear colors to pop. Number one, choose appropriate cuts and accessories. Ladies and gentlemen, think about seasons. As we are sitting now, we are in fall. Pretty soon we're gonna be in winter. You're not gonna wear a t-shirt with like, open sleeves dress, because it's not that season yet. Unless you live in California, I understand. But on the other hand, think about season and colors. When we are in fall and winter, colors are deeper, more in the border, more in the beautiful foresty, turquoisey, deeper colors, deeper tones. Through the summer and spring, you can wear bright, nicer tones of colors which represent the season as well. And avoid busy patterns. What's very important, you see, solid colors are the best to be on camera. If you wear something very busy, it actually distracts the audience, distract the person you are talking to, because this person is gonna focus on your pattern instead of focusing on you. So for all of those beautiful and brilliant real estate agents I'm talking to today, think about this too, because you don't wanna distract your audience and your client with your busy patterns. Wear something solid, nice color to pop, that actually nobody's gonna be distracted and doesn't create the fuzz on screen. Because actually on high definition, everything is in high definition now. The cameras are super sensitive, so they pick that little blur that busy patterns can create. And talking about cut and accessories, I wanna go back to this part because sometimes, think about this, just the tip, the camera adds 10 pounds. So if you wear very loosey clothing, it's gonna add to you. So wear nice fitted clothes, but not too tight. And also make sure that accessories you're wearing are not overpowering you. So big chunky jewelry, for instance, would reflect the light and actually make your audience to look actually at the jewelry instead of you and your performance. So we can move to the next one, tip number 3. And very, very important topic these days. And I've seen some of you having very nice backgrounds, and personally, I built my own. You can see mine. I spent some time because I wanted to be more like me. And I have enough room in my 2-bedroom apartment in the city that I could actually separate my studio and build my workspace. This is my studio. This is my office. This is where I do my Zooms. And people, what they can see in the background is clean, clean look is my plant, my friendly plant I love very much. It's my artwork on wall, but it's not too busy and doesn't create optical illusion that people are getting focused on what's behind me. I would like people to focus on me, therefore, because I'm performing, not my background. So, create and personalize your new workspace to show a bit of your personality, if you can. If you decide to download new backgrounds from different platforms on internet, you can of course purchase it. Just make sure that you do it right. Specifically, I'm gonna be talking about this as if there's a jungle and you like the jungle, you don't wanna look like you're jumping out of the jungle if you're talking to your client, because that client is gonna focus on the jungle instead of you and what are you trying to convey. Rather than that, just pick the solid kind of version of background or build your own. Remember about light. Light is super important. I have actually 2 lights. I have the ring light, gigantic ring light, and I have the Lume Cube light, which I love. And it looks like this. Stacy actually has one also. This is the best light of all. Ring light is a little bit too bright sometimes. That's why I have to dim it and create only for the back of my office. Now the Lume Cube goes on my face and lights up my face with the warm light. The light which is warm, it's the best light for you. Camera, even in the studio, when you go to any professional studio on TV, you see warm light always brighten up. Yeah, this is the best option. So warm, yellowish light is the best. And Lume Cube has this capacity, has beautiful gel over it. It's a trick photographers do use a lot, and people who operate a lot of lighting system on Broadway, for instance, they know that the gel which goes on camera softens the brightness of the light. So it doesn't create the hot spots on your face. If, for instance, I'll show you something, if I say, you see those hot spots on my face, that's because the light is too bright. So you see the light I'm using, and Stacy as well, LumeCube has a capacity to be adjusted to the light next in your room. And the best light obviously is natural light. If you can sit in the front of your window, the light, natural light would give you beautiful natural also look. Big no-no, and another tip is to sit where the window is behind you, because this window behind you creates the halo look and you're gonna start looking like a ghost. So never behind the window, I mean in the front of but window facing you. That's the best light. And of course you see on the pictures, clean look, very nice office presentation. On the other hand, you have a lady with a little bit messy background, bookshelf. Nothing wrong with bookshelves, but please organize your bookshelves nicely so people can see you have awesome books, but they're organized too. So let's move to tip number 4. Very, very, very favorite topic of mine. As a professionally trained singer also, I would love to share with you that your voice, your vocal strings are muscles. So what do you need to do before you start your speaking engagements or you being on camera or making presentations? You need to warm up your voice. And how do you warm up your voice? Well, you need to breathe properly. You need to know how to breathe, and you need to actually, breathing exercises are wonderful preparation to your vocal warm-ups. And I have the awesome warm-up vocal exercise for you based on 3 exercises: humming, elevator slides, and lip bubble. I can show you very quickly. And actually, I recorded a short video. I posted it on YouTube. You can find it under Dor Lata, vocal exercises and breathing exercises. But I'm gonna show you very quickly today. So humming, it's like normal humming. Always take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and hum with your lips closed. Second exercise would be a elevator slides. You take a deep breath, relax your shoulder, and go with the voice from the low note to the high note and opposite. For instance, you can do 3 times in a row and warm up your vocal this way. And then the third one, imagine little kid going like this. It's called lip bubble. So you're basically making the raspberry, you like blowing a raspberry, kind of fun, like kids do a lot. That's the best exercise to warm up these muscles around your lips. We have a lot of muscles here. So when we talk a lot, sometimes our lips getting like numb and kind of stiff. So warm up your muscles, go in the front of the mirror and go with those crazy movements of your lips, just like actors do and singers. That would help you relax all of those muscles on your face. Breathing exercises. When you become stressed or anxious, your brain releases cortisol, which is the stress hormone. By taking deep breaths, your heart rate slows, more oxygen enters your bloodstream and ultimately communicates with your brain to relax. Deep breathing also absorbs endorphins, which are feel-good chemical. And that actually explains why sometimes when you don't breathe, you're getting very anxious and stressed, and relax. Just breathe. I have a beautiful 1-minute exercise, breathing exercise for you, which is actually called the 1-minute breath technique. And this is based on inhaling, holding the breath, and exhaling. Inhale on the count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it in the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale in the count of 5. Repeat it a few times, and that would give you a nice pipe. This is our pipe. When you talk, you're using this pipe. This is your instrument, not only vocal cords, but actually this is like imagine guitar or cello, the big body, when the air goes, it's where the body is. This is your instrument right here. So relax it, make it work, breathe. Without breathing, there will be no voice. So we can actually talk about this forever, but I have one more tip for you. Tip number 5, your body language and facial expressions. So a lot of people keep forgetting doing scratching, sitting, slouching, scratching the face. Well, if you could, don't. Position your body beautifully, just as if you think about opera singer. When they go on stage, they stand beautifully, they position their body, shoulders nicely, neck. When you position your body this way, automatically you're opening up this pipe, meaning your voice is gonna sound better. When you sit like this, first of all, your image is weird because your camera, you're not looking into camera. You're supposed to be looking into camera from your arm length. That's your distance. And you need to look with your eye level into the camera. Then you create the eye contact, which the same thing as we had one-on-one when you go to a meeting, when you look into someone's eyes, meaning you respect this person, you're focused, and you are present. So your presence is there as you connect with your eye contact. Don't look at yourself when you're on the screen, because it looks like your eyes are on the side, and that means that you are not paying attention to someone that you are looking at. So focus your eyes, position your eyes on the camera level. So if you need to adjust the chair, play with it a little bit. When you need to adjust your laptop, adjust your laptop also. So let's say you don't look like this, or you don't look like this, but you are in the frame. This is your frame. This is my frame. I'm here. So you can focus on me, not on my background, not on my something else what is behind, but this is the frame. This is the same thing. So the biggest mistake is do not play with your hair. This sends a message of being bored. So try not to play with your beard, with your hair. So just focus, positioning, nice body. Body language is almost everything in this point, because people are being very sensitive and they pick up very quickly. And there are 7 universal facial expressions as well. It's fear, happiness, anger, sadness, disgust, and content, and surprise. So when you work with your eyebrows a lot, people think, oh my God, what did I say? She's like surprised, or she doesn't like it, or he doesn't, or you making funny faces. People react to it very quickly. So think about your facial expressions as well. And how can you practice those? It's easy. Go in the front of the mirror, as I mentioned to you, like actors and singers do. Look at yourself and practice your presentation. Or what do you want to say to your client? Or record yourself. Record yourself. We all have our cell phones, smartphones. Record yourself, play that video back, and adjust to what needs to be done. You know your best. You know your best, how you can sound your best. And sound and look, of course. And you can recognize those facial expressions. If you don't like something, practice more and change it, because that's going to help you with your performance, ultimately represent your brand and get more clients. Awesome. Always have a glass of water next to your computer.
The other thing that I thought of is that you can actually jump on Zoom before a presentation to just see, like, where you're framing and how you look.
Yes, absolutely. You can position yourself very nicely a few minutes before.
How about Cheryl? You're up.
Huh?
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, how are you?
Very well. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I did the little fidgeting around prior to getting on with my daughter, trying to work it out. So I do understand what you're saying.
Well, I love the color you're wearing. It's beautiful fuchsia. It's so nice. Looks gorgeous on you. Now, one thing, do you remember what we were talking about? Signature look. You can pick actually lips color, which would pop on camera and give you a beautiful kind of signature look also. Could be something like this fuchsia tone, deepened a little bit in matte. so it's not too shiny and doesn't pop too much on camera. Now you see, when you look at me, Cheryl, you're looking into camera, or you're looking into on screen where I am? Where's your camera? There you go. There's your camera. So you see, now we have an eye contact. Before you were looking, you see, so when you look, exactly, when you look this way, you're looking at yourself or me on camera, but then now we have an eye contact. So when you're talking to your client, it's really super awesome if you just look into camera and you have an eye contact with the client. That's perfect. Yeah. And then, you know, I love your actually eyeglasses frame. It's a great shape for your face, looks very nice. Your hair is beautifully put in a bag, very nice. I love the pair earrings, very nicely. I would give some more light. I love those, yes, very pretty. And I would seriously, like, I'm not sure what light you're using, but this is the natural light, or you have a ring light in there?
Light to my right, which is the light in the living room, but I have the ring light, which to me was entirely too bright.
Too bright, yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I highly recommend that Lume Cube, because the Lume Cube you can pin to your screen, and like this one, you see, you can pin this part to your skin, to your screen, to your computer, and therefore it's actually right in the front of you. So that this position would be the best position, I think, and it would not overtake and create any kind of bright hot spot on your face, and has the little gel on the top. If you go actually to my website, you can see information about this on cameraimage.com, and there is actually about light, information about light. You can see it under COVID-19 services. So there's a lot of information I posted on, because people need light, and nobody teaches us how to use it unless you're a professional photographer or videographer. Other than that, you are on your own, one woman orchestra. Yeah. And your brows, actually, if you can actually draw your brows a little bit, if you have an eyebrow pencil, just to create beautiful frame above your frame of your glasses. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
And Dor, we're gonna move on to Ish, but just because I know that you shared this with me to have flowers in the background.
Yes.
I think some flowers, just like, just right in the back.
Yeah.
Just like a little pop.
Exactly. Just give yourself a little bit of pop and some colors, so it doesn't look like hospital kind of area, which is, you know, give some pop with the flower, with the artwork. Could be even something what you really like. Could be your diplomas, you know, hanging in the background. But certainly, I have two pillows which have a nice orange color and give some pop to it, so it doesn't look too dark. So think about this, arrange it, take a picture of it, and then take a look and see, do I like this way or do I like that way? Super important to create this, because they would give you an option. But flowers are easy fix, and actually I recommend, and actually Cheryl, if you can put the flower in there somewhere behind you, that would be awesome too. Yeah, on the other side where your frame is, on the other side. Yeah, right there somewhere. Yep, on the other side. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we were moving to, am I saying it correctly? Ish, your realtor?
Oh, hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. Very nice to meet you, Ish.
Nice to meet you.
You have your signature look. You have nice beard. You know, that's your signature look. Yeah. If you want, you can trim it a little bit to shape it. I know we all we have hard time going to barbers, to hairdressers, because we are in this global pandemic. But if you trim it a little bit, it's actually gonna show more of your face, but not overpower your face. So I would trim it a little bit. I like the shirt you're wearing. Don't be scared of wearing blue. Blues are awesome colors for men on camera. I mean, this is no doubt any shade of blue, baby blue, blue, turquoisey blue. And under the jacket you are wearing, this is charcoal or black jacket?
It's actually navy blue.
Navy blue. Reed says on my end, Reed's kind of So it's awesome. Navy blue goes with anything. So it's every color of it. So with your skin color, you can actually, and complexion, you can wear beautiful lavender also, blues, nice pink shades too. It wouldn't take away from you. And underneath the jacket would work beautifully because camera loves those colors. So, and then you have in the background, you have your diplomas, you have awards. I would just give, you know, if you position, I would put maybe a book or 2 books underneath your computer to lift this a little bit, because it looks a little, yep, a little bit more. If you go a little bit, yep. And then probably the chair needs to, because it takes away from you, like down here. So you can see that would be your frame a little bit lower, and you can maybe, yeah, hold on. And then how far away are you from the computer? Are you from your like arm length or?
1.5 foot, yeah, arm length.
Arm length. So actually now it's a little bit maybe high. And then you have a light, overhead light, right? That overhead light creates the hot spot on your forehead. So if you can actually, exactly, because overhead lights, they are brutal. You know, in a TV world, we call them, they create sagging faces and then yeah, I know all of the terms we have, but you know, if you could actually position the Loom Cube on Zoom in the front of you, like on your face, and maybe cover a little bit of this hot spot, the overhead light, they would work very nicely because they would reduce that shiny spot on your forehead. Yeah, I highly recommend. I know, you know, another option to do is to buy this, you know, foldable wall. You can build that foldable wall and put it right behind you, and you're creating your own booth. If you don't want to, you can try to use some others, but 2 things: you can invest in the portable booth and wall, or you can invest and buy that green screen behind you, and then you can download any screen you want, and it's not gonna make you look distorted or missing hair or missing, you know, half of the face. I've seen those actually quite a bit. So the best way is probably when you have your glasses made next time, make the screen protection, light protection glasses, which your you know, person then you go to can make those glasses for you. And second one is to lower the volume actually on camera, but then, I mean, on the light, but then the light actually would fade away. So I recommend to, next time when you make your glasses, make the filter. There's a specific filter which goes and actually does not reflect the glasses. Or if you prefer wearing contact lenses is another solution too, which I'm actually going to be doing soon. Diffusers, okay. The Loom Cube comes with the package. It's called Broadcast Lightning Kit. And it comes with diffuser actually already. So we don't need to purchase additional one. It comes together. The Broadcast Lightning Kit has it all. So you don't need to, it has the cable which connects. It's very simple to use. You put it behind your screen and you connect this to your computer. Super easy to use. Yeah, and
it just like attaches very easily.
So right here, when you look at this, you have a button level where you can control those diffusers by yourself. But be prepared also that sometimes the natural light it's hitting on, let's say in your windows, changes the light quite, you know, in a big way, that you need to adjust it basically every day as you are doing your Zooms, depending on the natural light you have, if you have natural light in your room. If you don't, then you can just play with those. And yet again, just look at yourself a few minutes before the Zoom meeting so you can see how you like that picture. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you
for having us.
Here.
Thank you for the amazing tips.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.